Another day, another Lakers win, another Lakers dub. The Lakers move to 31-34 after beating the Golden State Warriors, who are now 34-31. Anthony Davis, he got him a 39 piece. He went crazy. I don't know who was guarding him. Apparently nobody, because he was hooping. He also shot 10 for 13 from the free throw line, 14 for 25 from the field, and the rest of the starting lineup scored at least 10 points with a healthy contribution from Austin Reeves, who had 16 off of the bench. With this win, the Lakers move up to the 11th seed, and we are now a game and a half outside of the 8th seed and just half a game outside of the 9th seed, which is held by the Jazz, and the 10th seed is held by the Pelicans. Now, currently, the Lakers hold a full game lead over the Thunder and the Trailblazers, so they do have a little bit of comfort there. However, the Thunder and the Trailblazers, they do play today, so more than likely they're about to, cut that to half a game because they'll only have 30 wins to the Lakers 31 if both of those teams win today. Now, other than the playoff talk, we got some hoopers on this team now, and it's really getting to the point where Lakers basketball is being very exciting to watch. Now, there are some points where we'll have some head scratchers and things going on where I'm very confused as to why there's no timeout, why the lineup is in, or just a various of emotions and trying to ask why we're doing what we're doing in that moment. However, the Lakers did get off to a very strong start in this game. They finished the first quarter, winning the first quarter 33-18. And, that went downhill very fast when the Golden State Warriors started the second quarter hot and inevitably scored 36 to our 22 points in the second quarter. Now, one thing about the Lakers that I've noticed over these last couple stretch of games is the fact that we are shooting a lot better from the three-point line, and we're taking a lot better three-point shots. Even when we're missing our shots, they're not bad three-point shots, or they're shots that are forced to be up because the shot clock violation, which technically is a bad shot, but if the shot clock violation is going off, you have no choice but to shoot and get that miss anyway. Regardless, we are shooting very well. We shot 33% from three, while the Warriors shot 34%, which wasn't too bad. The Warriors shot almost 20 more threes, shooting 52 to our 33, and I like the Lakers when they're not shooting as many threes. When they're shooting as minimal threes as possible, staying around the 30 to 35 range, we pretty much seem to see a lot of success in that because it means we're driving the ball to the cup, getting fouled, going to the free throw line, and hitting our free throws. This is shown today because we did go 18 for 22 from the free throw line. Again, we're still without LeBron, who's probably going to be reevaluated in about 2 weeks or so. We're without D'Lo. He's pretty much day-to-day at this point, but he should be due to come back very soon. Our next game is against Memphis on Tuesday, which is another game that we need to get and a game that is big for us to move up in the standing. Right now, this stretch of games while LeBron is out is going to be big in determining if we're going to make the play-in because at this point, that's what we're vying for. Now, we can still make the playoffs outright. We're not too far out of that race for the 6th seed, but it's going to be tough getting there because Golden State has gotten Steph back, as we saw today. He did come back against the Lakers. And Minnesota, they're playing pretty well with Anthony Edwards. And Dallas is no slouch. They did lose to the Suns today, but it was a very hard-fought game. And it has proven to us that Dallas isn't an easy team to beat. Now, they're probably going to be a first or second round exit, but that's not because they're an easy team to beat. They just have some blunders. They go cold, or their role players don't help sometimes. And sometimes they need all the help they can get from their role players when Luka's not playing well, but as it stands right now, Kyrie has been a great piece for this team. Now going to the Lakers, some highlights on the team and guys that really performed. Jared Vanderbilt, he had a plus 25 in this game. He was pretty much all over the court, 10 points, 13 rebounds. I told you guys when we first picked him up, he's a solid 3-and-D guy, the kind of guy we needed, and he's proving that every night he touches the floor, and he started this game pretty strong, shooting 5 for 11 from the field. Another guy that I liked that was getting it going a little bit was Troy Brown Jr. He shot 5 for 10 from the field, 4 for 7 from 3 with 14 points, and he shot a lot better than he shot as of late. He hasn't been shooting the ball too well. He could get streaky, or he could just not get shots up at times, and him shooting tonight, he shot pretty well from the field, and he got good shots in rhythm. We're going to need him to keep doing that because we need certain guys to be shot makers on this team. We need to figure out who those shot makers are on this team. I can't overstate the fact that we miss D'Lo enough. Maybe it's just personally me. I know there's some people in Lakers Nation that like Dennis Schroeder, Me personally, I am not one of those guys. I don't know if you guys were watching, but the other night he actually committed a turnover on an entry pass to AD, and the steal was pretty much right in front of him, and he just kind of olayed, got out the way, and it was a free layup on the other end. He got benched as he should have, and he has too many of those possessions that it's not winning basketball, bro. And at this point, he's getting to the point where it can get annoying. He might not make an entry pass, or he might not play defense, or his defense is soft, or he likes to shoot the fuck out the ball and just start building houses with all the bricks he be shooting at the rim, because he did the same thing today, shooting 4 for 13, which is awful, and 1 for 4 from the field. We need D'Lo to come back. Dennis Schroeder, his role has pretty much been solidified as a bench player in my eyes, and it's becoming more and more glaring every game that D'Lo is out. Now, a guy that's quickly becoming my favorite on this team, my favorite, and unfortunately I didn't have my channel way back when. I should have, you know, did basketball content then and probably not gaming content, but that's neither here nor there. But you guys would have known that Alex Caruso was one of my favorites, so it should be no surprise that now the hard-working, hard-nosed Austin Reeves, he's turning into one of my favorite players on this team, one of my favorite role players on this team, and a guy that I'm starting to trust more and more and more with each game that goes. He's hit a couple of big shots for us. He hit a couple big shots tonight against Golden State. He had a nice 3-ball that was pretty much created by himself. I wouldn't say it was a shot creation too much, but it wasn't a set, it wasn't a pick and roll or anything like that that got him open. He just hit a shot. Austin Reeves will give you everything that he got on both ends of the court, and tonight he almost had a double-double off the bench, scoring 16 points, and he had 8 assists. And to go with that 16 points, he shot 5 for 9 from the field, so he shot very efficiently. Now, I said it in my last video, but I'm gonna say it again. If the Lakers are able to sneak into that 7th or 8th seed come playoff time, it's gonna be scary for those top 2 teams, especially for Denver. They don't match with us pretty well. And then with regards to Memphis, we don't know if Memphis got their head on straight. We do know, though, that Dillon Brooks is at 16 technical fouls for the season. So with each game that he gets a technical foul from now on, he is suspended a game. So if we could get into his head, you never know what could happen. And the rest of the team, they could be streaky at times, and certain things could happen. We did play Memphis the other night, and we played them pretty well. But, you know, I think in a 7th game series, with LeBron healthy, with D'Lo healthy, we could come out of there in 6 more than likely. It could go to 7. But regardless, I think it could get scary. Now, above all else, in a perfect world, perfect scenario, the Lakers sneak in at that 6th spot. And at that 6th spot, you're playing Sacramento. Sacramento, I think, is the weakest of the teams in the top 5 of the West, because right now you have Denver, Memphis, Sacramento, Phoenix, and then the Warriors. Again, the Warriors are getting Steph back. They're a proven champion, so you're always going to be scared of them. Denver, they played the best all year. They are the #1 team in the West. Like, it's solidified at this point. Memphis, amazingly talented team, young guys that can win a series, maybe 2. I'm not sure if they could get to the Western Conference Finals. Now, if you look at the last 2 of that top 5, that leaves Phoenix and the Kings. And honestly, Phoenix wasn't so scary before, but, you know, they got KD. And the Kings, they didn't get KD. So the Kings aren't as scary, but they already kind of built a lead. Now, what I'm hoping for is that the Kings end up dropping a little bit lower to 4 or maybe even 5. And in that case, we could probably sneak in at 6, play them at the 5-6, and then, you know, make a little noise in the playoffs. But that's all I got for you guys in this video. We taking it game by game with the Lakers. And until next time, it is your boy TB with the greatest hoop stories and debates on the tube. And if you made it this far in the video, hit the subscribe button, please. And I'm out. Peace.